Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos that we might be doing. Today I want to talk about why dogs and even cats are designed to eat a raw diet and thrive on it. First, a side note. If your dog or cat is elderly, immunocompromised, or really sick, please come and talk to us or talk to your vet before making any major diet changes. All right, let's get into it. So there's a few key points that are important to understand when we start talking about why animals can eat a raw meat diet and thrive. Number one is actually in the saliva. So dogs have a specific enzyme in their saliva that actually attacks bacterial cell walls. So as soon as they start to eat, we have a hostile environment to bad bacteria. Number two, their acidity in their stomach. So when a dog's body is ready to start digesting, it creates digestive enzymes, and it actually changes the pH in their stomach to about the equivalent of a car battery. So it's very, very acidic and very hostile to any bad bacteria if they survive the mouth. Then we talk about some anatomy things, so teeth and jaw. So a dog's jaw is only designed to go up and down, whereas our jaw can go side to side, as many other omnivores and herbivores. Plus, we have flat teeth in the back, so we can really grind up food. Dogs' teeth are all pointed, and they're designed to rip and tear, not chew. So just an important thing to note. Fourth, dogs have a much shorter digestive tract than humans. It's about half the length. So food moves through much quicker, giving less chance of bacteria to be able to grow and cause any issues in the digestive tract. Number five is that dogs don't create amylase in their saliva like humans do. So amylase is a specific enzyme that is created by our pancreas in order to digest carbohydrates. Humans create this in their saliva, so as soon as we start eating a carbohydrate, our spit or our saliva starts digesting that food, whereas dogs don't. They create much less of this enzyme, and it's only created in the pancreas and secreted into the stomach. So when a dog eats a high carb diet, like a kibble, it takes longer for their body to process those carbohydrates. So when you look at all of that together, I think it's pretty clear. Dogs and cats are designed to handle a raw diet. But there are a lot of feeding options out there. There's kibble, which is the most common. It's the least expensive, but it's also ultra processed and generally runs 50% or higher in carbohydrates. So very high carb diet. Then we have freeze-dried and dehydrated. These are foods where the moisture has been taken out of it so that it's shelf stable, but less processed than a kibble diet. Most of those are generally low in carbohydrates, but there are some brands on the market that actually have quite a bit of filler. So you want to make sure and read the ingredients. You don't want to see a lot of grains or potatoes or chickpeas or something like that. We're looking for mostly meat and vegetables. Lightly cooked is another minimally processed food. There's a bunch of those on the market. Again, some of them are very low in carbohydrates, like 5 to 6%. And there are some on the market that are pretty high in carbohydrate. So that just means that you're feeding a high carbohydrate diet again, even though it's less processed. And then there's raw. So raw diet is completely unprocessed. It's going to be a high protein, low carbohydrate food, meaning it's usually 5 to 6% carbohydrates. So I believe that raw is the gold standard, but that doesn't mean it's realistic for everyone. So what I recommend is to feed as much fresh food as you can. Even a little bit of raw or freeze-dried or lightly cooked in a dog's diet is going to help reduce the overall carbohydrate load of their diet. And when we have a lower carbohydrate diet and a higher protein and a high moisture-rich diet, we end up with better health. One more caveat here. Creating a homemade diet can be done, but it has to be done right. It is not healthy to just do meat and rice and a couple of vegetables. There's a lot of key nutrients that are missed in most homemade diets. So if you're interested in that, make sure you do your research and you get a couple of recipes that you're rotating through so that you make sure you get enough good variety in the diet. If you want some help figuring out what's best for your pet or how to get started, come in and chat with us at Chewy's Bonetique. We're happy to help you. All of our staff is trained in nutrition, and if we don't know the answer, we're happy to help you find it.